me and all of my fellow part-time coworkers have all been reduced to 5 hours for the week.
Financial, it's been hard. My husband is 63 and I am 54, and he has been furloughed without pay. And his second job driving for Uber and Lyft has stopped. So basically, we have nothing. We have absolutely very little money coming into the house, and at our age, we never expected we'd have to live like this. Mentally, I'm climbing the walls. Not that I don't love my family, because one thing I found out is family is so important. The people you love are so important. I mean, you spend so much time with them and you love them, but we still need a little time apart from each other. And mentally, I'm climbing the walls. I feel like I'm in a prison, and it gets a little depressing after a while.
COVID-19 has affected me mostly in terms of like school rather than work. I'm lucky enough that my work, they're paying me even though I'm not going in into the foreseeable future with full pay. But school has been really challenging because a lot of my teachers haven't figured out how to transition to online classes, and it's really setting a lot of us back. I was supposed to get an internship this semester, and because like literally the day of, as I was trying to secure my internship, they emailed out saying we're no longer accepting any. So it pushes my graduation back in a semester, which could cost me thousands of dollars. So that's probably been the most challenging thing.
COVID-19 has affected me, I'm sure like a lot of people, financially. My job is still open. I know if my job shut down, we would not get paid probably. My managers even, recommended that if we really need to work more than the 5 hours, we use our sick time, we use our PTO if we have that. I do care for my older grandfather, so I am worried about him and his health at this time, more so than myself probably. It's scary. I just really hope that the steps that we're taking, at least in our household, are able to prevent him from getting sick. But I see a lot of people in my town still going about out and about as if everything's normal, and seemingly to me not giving any consideration for other people.
So social distancing, this is the only tool we have until we have a vaccine. You just want to stay the hell out of Dodge. So Robert Redfield from the CDC on the 31st of March in an interview with NPR said, asymptomatic people may be as much as 25%. Now, when 25% of the infected people are asymptomatic, how do you know to stay away from them? You don't. And so the answer is you got to stay away from everybody. You need to assume that everybody has it. And you need to assume that you have it. There's been this long debate ever since this came out. Do we consider this an aerosol transmissible disease or a respiratory droplet transmissible disease? 6 feet is respiratory droplet transmissible disease. The bigger particles that if you give them a little space, they fall off. There's lots of viral illnesses that are aerosol transmissible. That's why chickenpox is so bad. And SARS was an aerosol transmissible. It'll float and stay up in the air, for hours. Some of the main things to remember about masks. don't let it make you think you are now in a bubble, because you are not, and that you want to do everything else you would have done before wearing a mask. You want to keep doing it. Obviously, the easier you can see light through the material, the less it's going to do for you. At the same time, you still have to breathe. I've always told people the real definition of my N95 mask fits me properly is I feel like I can't breathe and I hate this and it's hot. So that's normal. That's normal. That if you're feeling fresh in there, you're pulling in outside air, not going through the filter.